Good morning, Thomas.
Morning, Thomas.
Do you like my kind of sexy? Do I sound like one of those old, not old, one of those women from the movies who hung around bars a lot, smoked cigarettes, and had whiskey
You
voice?
do, you do, which are typically older ladies, because that's not like portrayed like gracefully now. Like every like new Hollywood harlot who then dresses up all nice. They're never smoking and sounding bad. They don't have the cigarette and the whiskey glass in the same hand anymore. It's a bad look.
The only reason I really wish I smoked was so I could have one of those, what do they call them? The cigarette holders?
The Cruella de Vil long cigarette holder things.
Yeah, I'm not Cruella de Vil. I like dogs, but
Those would also double as a weapon.
and you know what? The hairpins in women's old hairstyles really were great weapons too. They're about that long and sharp and could
Seriously,
do some
yeah,
damage.
it's like a vintage Afro pick for women.
I guess so. A vintage Afro pick. Never thought about it that way. Well, I got back home yesterday, I guess, about 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock something, and I went directly to bed. Didn't wake up when Bill came home with food and the dog and the cat, and I didn't see anybody until this morning. So we'll see how long my voice lasts, but it's actually doing a little bit better. I was thinking today about now that I have almost a fresh start, I've come back. I've actually sold a number of things while I'm gone, but I kind of have a clean slate and was thinking about, you've talked to me about reducing my cost of goods. And I thought I'd kind of listen to you on that subject for a little bit, because I think I'm buying crazy.
So the major experience in France when it came to reselling was that if you wanted to find stuff, you really had to seem like it formed relationships. And people in the UK in the Facebook group are talking all about how they actually do, a lot of their suppliers are in France. So their cost of goods is really low, because I'm guessing all the stuff isn't being directly retailed to consumers. So then it's being retailed to these French suppliers and then being passed along to mostly buyers in the UK, from what it sounds like. Right?
I'm going to be back there. I'm going to be back there in a month or so in Paris. I'm going to try to figure out how to find out about that. I still do not understand what the stigma is against buying used clothes.
Well, I don't wear used clothing.
No, nobody would have worn that shirt that you have on in the first place.
It was brand new when I found it in the bags. It's no longer brand new.
Obviously.
You know what Isabella said the other day? She's like, the more you wear that shirt, the more I like it. Which is a great backhanded compliment to, I hate that shirt. And especially hated it for a long time.
But I like you, and so I'm putting up with the shirt. I'm glad you saw that. Well,
anyway,
go ahead.
So it seems like in France, cost of goods is real low because it's not even obtainable, at least directly, unless you're buying a pallet. So in America, we can have a cost of goods that's relatively low because we can get it from thrift store, we can get it from OfferUp, we can get it from Craigslist, we could free cycle it. We talked a decent amount last night about dumpster diving. So there's that.
What is free cycle?
Free cycle is, there's like apps or whatever saying,
you don't know, you made that up.
No, I got an eBay message, so that I was thinking about eBay message.
Yeah.
So it's just saying, I have something free. I have a bunch of bubble wrap. Come pick it up.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting rid of a bunch of old books. Come and pick them up. Something along those lines. So nothing too crazy. It's just turning free stuff into money. So.
Well, I've been doing some thinking about this, and Chris said when he started his new store, or when somebody starts a new store, the first thing to do is find what you have that you already own that you can get away. So I began, searching like what common things do people have that they can sell, you know? I
Yes,
think
yes, Ellie,
you want my-
what are some common things people have that they could sell?
Well, I found somebody who's done this. I'm reading now, and I found this headline. I am a millionaire at 28. Sounds good. From selling, okay, that's what I want to do. My toenails, foot skin, used panties, and more. Okay, I got all that stuff, but exactly what? In fact, here is her menu of things that she currently has for sale, making her $1 million. Ear cheese, which I find out is Q-tips with earwax on it that she sells for, I don't know, $5 a pop.
Does she
Clip-
does she age them?
I don't know. And how, I mean, I don't know. Toenails, bathroom trash, which opens up a whole thing I don't want to think about. Foot peels, dandruff, hairbrushes, old socks, vacuum dust, toothbrushes, Q-tips, and floss. And she says, see more in my book. So she's evidently written a book about this.
Written a book. Yes, she's got multiple avenues of income, multiple streams.
She says her name is Blue. Her skin slinging saga, like that, began after the then exotic dancer, who boasts 1.1 million TikTok followers, sold one of her stripping outfits for $20. The customer was overjoyed. Then she realized there was a growing demand for items, including used underwear and socks on the internet. I'm not sure, but I don't think you can sell underwear on the.
You cannot sell it on eBay. Not encouraged.
Well, can you sell new underwear? You just can't sell
Yes, yes, you can.
but you can't sell used underwear.
No, you can't.
Yeah, but that's interesting. I can sell a used guy's football jersey
Correct.
and say it's great because it's never been washed since he wore it on the field or whatever they wear it on. And
Correct.
yet I can't sell a like item of women's clothing.
Do we really want to get into the intricacies of this? Is this
Right.
really a you want to die, Sally?
Let's don't. It is a morning here. Other products have included worn sportswear, used tissues, shoes dirtied by excessive walking, and much, much more. If we go to the salon to get our toes done, I'm asking to keep the flip-flops, the toenail dividers, and trying to get my clients to pay for everybody's pedicures. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Two things. The mind that would come up with selling these, and then what kind of people buy that stuff? Literally, selling herself soon made major dividends. She allegedly went from making only around $50 a week when she started to raking in more than 1 million in just 10 years, which she credits to documenting her business on TikTok. Well, I'm not going to do that.
Number one, it's a business. I like that. But number two, it took her 10 years. So she's grinding at this. She's peeling off that foot skin. She's clipping those toenails. She's going hard in the paint.
Oh, listen, she's niching down. The toenail mogul has expanded her list of services to keep up with her fans' often highly niched demands. Recently adding toenails and bottles of spit to her ever-growing inventory. What are these freaks doing with that stuff? Do I want to know that?
If you go down, it talks about a lady who bottles her farts.
She did this. She started out putting them in a bag and sealing them up. She even sold an IUD.
Oh, the listeners that aren't aware, what's an IUD, Sally?
Well, it's kind of like a UFO, only coming from a different part of the universe.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, well, I think I've had enough of this lady to last me. Oh, no. People think it's crazy, you think? But I'm selling hope, joy, and love to people in a safe environment. She also started the female-centered knife-making firm, Blades for Babes.
Mm-hmm.
He
Yep.
even wrote a book entitled Slutrepreneur. Secrets, the keys to starting your e-commerce empire. Okay, I hear the sound. That's me shutting the computer because I can't stand it anymore. But back to things that mere mortals, and you know, I'm still waiting for the list of people who want to buy my toenails. But if I can't find those, Thomas, how do you go from a newbie? I guess I'm still a newbie who buys things and then prices them based upon the amount I paid to someone who buys them regardless of the price, as long as it's low, because they can make, I used to look at gross and now I look at net. But how do you do that? How do you reduce your cost of goods?
So partly it comes from like creative thinking. How can
She
I?
did. No, I'm not doing it.
Exactly. She got very creative. So for mere mortals, it comes to what are creative ways that I can find stuff for cheap. And then there's also the creative way of what can I sell for free? I know that in Michigan, there's an area called Petoskey, and they have a very particular kind of fossilized stone that's only found in that area. They're called Petoskey stones. If you wanted to, you could probably make a full-time living pulling Petoskey stones off of the beach, photographing them and selling them on eBay. I know that people buy very specific pine cones in the Pacific Northwest because they're really big. They're like huge pine cones.
Yeah.
I know that people specifically sell those. I know that people sell individual seeds from wildflowers, sell those. There's so many things that you could sell with a cost of goods of zero if you're being creative about it. It's a
Then
lot easier.
why am I selling clothes instead? Why am I not out? Right down, you can kind of see in the back there, there's ships out there. If I go down on the river right there, I can pick up, well, because of the shipping cost, I can pick up bricks with Chinese writing on them from the 1800s because ships would come in from China with the ballast of those, and then they would throw those out and refill it with stuff from the Pacific Northwest and go back. Why am
You
I
could
not?
I don't know. You could also, you dig clams. You
Yeah.
could probably sell the clam things, sell the clam shells online. People
What
use
would somebody do with a clamshell? They are beautiful.
decoration, art, all kinds of stuff. I mean, if you're looking at what are you gonna say?
I'm going to do one thing. Okay, I'm going, just as a test, I'm going to keep some clamshells, polish them up, pose them beautifully, and title it something like have the Pacific Northwest, visit the Pacific Northwest every time you open this box. And it'll smell like, I don't know, smell like dead seaweed. It'll be beautiful clamshells, and see if anybody buys a clamshell.
I'm excited to find out. I'm excited to find out, and I'm guessing you could probably make your own website of selling clamshells. You could create a Shopify store of selling clamshells.
Okay, how about I put this? And the lucky winner, one of these 10 boxes will have a Q-tip with my earwax on it.
Gamify it. This is good. This is a challenge.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna find something. I also do a lot of, I do actually do some artwork. And
No one cares about that. No one wants to see your art.
I think they do. What did I hear say?
Is it clamshell pine cones?
You know, what we used to do for pine cones is, what do they call it? Pine nuts. Is you would go out and get them and shake. And this guy in Utah made a bunch of money because he invented a machine to shake the pine cones and get the pine nuts out of. I love pine nuts. Do you like them? Are they
expensive?
I know, but we could do that. What else do we have here? I've been making a lot of smoke. I don't think I can smell. I don't think I can sell smokes. I got to find what you can sell on eBay and what you can. Do you know, for example, can you look it up? I'm going to write it down. What am I prohibited from selling on eBay? Fingernails? Probably not.
Fingernails, I don't know, because that's a totally another market. That's a totally different thing. I don't think even eBay thinks about, right?
Okay, I'm gonna do some research, and the next time we talk, I'm gonna give you a list of things. Don't even try to sell on eBay. And I bet it's stuff like used Kleenex, one of those IUDs, UFOs. Um, I'm gonna try that. And the answer is, why aren't you spending that time listing stuff? If every time my mind wanders and I think of something like, I think I'm gonna sell clamshells, I hear our mentors in the background saying, why don't you take that time and just list more jeans? And the answer is, sometimes I don't want to. Sometimes I want to list a clamshell. And I hope that never I get to the point where I have to choose between listing a clamshell and selling another pair of jeans.
You know, a good challenge to people that can't help themselves but source. Instead of sourcing something that costs money, go in the thrift store. Think about a creative way to source something that you can sell that's totally free. So instead of going to the thrift store, go find some clamshells, go find some pine cones, go on the side of the road, look for some cool rocks, sell something, try to find something that you could sell that costs you nothing, but someone else would want for free.
What would you sell?
So one thing I can immediately think of is Pickles sheds like no other. Just like, it's ridiculous. It's like, so I'll de-shed her and it's like a whole nother corgi, right? I'm guessing I could fill up a solid bag of just like really fill it up of corgi fur, and I bet I could sell it.
I could be remembering this wrong, and Isabella will probably know the answer, but I remember when we would shed the horses, and have all that horse hair. I think this is true.
Definitely.
We would fill them in a dog bed because fleas will not go near horsehair.
Yep, absolutely.
I remember that. Do you remember horsehair stuffed upholstery in cars?
Yeah, well, so I don't remember it, but I've definitely heard of it. Aren't horsehair paint brushes really good? Or that's deer hair?
I don't think it's horse. I don't know if it's horsehair. I don't know. I don't use brush.
Probably too coarse for horsehair.
Yeah.
Let me think, what else? But I'm sure I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fill up a Ziploc bag of corgi fur. I'm gonna do it.
Okay, it's not fair if I buy your corgi hair and you buy my clamshell. That's not fair.
I don't even know your eBay name.
Obviously, because I came onto your show and bought some glasses and you didn't know it was me.
I had no idea.
And I really don't know your eBay name either. In fact, I don't know much about you.
I don't know anything, but I do get to meet you soon.
I know. I'm really looking forward to that. And I've got some games to play. What are you looking at? Are you after those fruit flies again?
No, I'm thinking of other free things I could sell.
By the way, I haven't noticed you batting at those fruit flies for the first time since we began talking on June 10th.
Yeah, they died because there's no more fruit for them to eat.
Well, it took them a long time.
Those things they're robust, to say the least.
Yeah, well, I'm glad they're gone because you always looked a little crazy. Your eyes would start darting around and then you begin snapping at things.
Okay, what else?
Well, I'm trying to think, like in this area, I have eagles that nest and come right by I'm up high. What?
Oh, I don't know why I didn't think of this. So my family's got a sheep farm. You have to debone stuff all the time. I could just sell lamb bones.
Lamb bones?
Yeah, for dog toys.
Yeah, there's a whole bevy of questions here. Like, why are there lamb bones? What happened to the lambs?
I mean, the lamb didn't make it. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not like, oh, there's a lamb. Break off a leg. No. No,
Okay, so
I'm saying because sometimes we slaughter a lamb so we can eat it. There's bones left over. What do you do with the bones? You
well,
could get the meat off and then sell the bones.
do some research. I was watching on an old Bones episode, and they had to debone something quickly, and they put it in a tank one time with a bunch of fish who ate it down to the clean bone, but the other was with some kind of bug ant or something
Mhm.
that evidently cleans it off, super quick. Or I suppose you could boil it. But then, okay, you have lamb bones, and I wonder if, are they good for dogs? I guess so.
Oh, here's another good one.
I'm gonna write down lamb bones.
You could sell feathers.
My brother-in-law has chickens. I can sell chicken feathers. I know that people who tie flies make a bunch of money off of chicken feathers.
Yep, there you go.
You know what? With the winery, I have a whole bunch of corks. I have so many corks.
Yeah.
Corks.
Yeah, you
I
sell
can-
those by the pound.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are like, what do you call them?
Corks?
Ornaments.
No, they're corks.
I mean, I've been in people's houses where they'll just have a bowl of corks because it kind of looks cool. It adds like a
Wow.
rustic naval look to things.
It's funny. I'm looking around. I have this amazing plant. I don't think you can sell plants, but I have this plant that is the most amazing thing. It's wrapping around my house. It wrapped around my house in Utah. I killed it, just left little tiny starts, brought it here, thought it was going to die. And now I've given away hundreds of feet of this plant. It is the most robust plant I've ever seen, but I don't think you can sell that. I'm going to put some real thought into this.
I'm sure you could sell it. I'm sure you could sell plants. And if not, you could start a Shopify store and sell plants.
I'm going to start coughing now, so close your ears. There. Well, so
you could be one of the weirdos who sells a Cheeto shaped like Jesus.
I don't know. Does he ever sell the Cheetos? No, he posts. I want to see. Go on right now and see if there's anybody who's ever sold. I'm going to look up right now. Cheetos that look like Jesus. Is that what it is?
Yeah, you'll get a million results on Google. Cheeto Jesus.
I want to go to eBay. And then I want to see under sold.
Okay, so here's the issue. They'll all be sold, but it'll say best offer accepted. So then the person accepted an offer, but then the buyer never paid.
Oh, doesn't it remove it from sold if they don't pay?
Nope.
All right, put on Cheetos shaped. Here's a Bigfoot shaped Cheeto, $25,000.
There you go.
Oh, listen to this. A Cheeto shaped like penis, but from a Mexican Cheeto bag. Okay, so now I'm just going to say under sold. I'm going to look at sold.
Sally, I think the episode may be over.
I'm looking at sold Cheetos right now.
Yep, you'll get some big ones.
Okay, 99 cents. They seem to, a hot Cheeto shaped like a baby went for 99 cents.
Sort from highest to lowest.
Oh yeah, that's the way to do it. Recently viewed, all listings. I don't know how to do that.
Up on the top right, should say sort by.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, it just doesn't say that. You didn't get that result.
All right, so here's one that sold for $500. A hot Cheeto shaped as a giraffe balloon animal.
Yep.
It had 2 bids and it sold for $500. Here is flaming hot. Oh, that's one of the nasty Cheetos sold for $1,000. This is just weird.
Yeah, this is okay, Sally.
Yeah.
We're done.
Well, I'm going to get off of the Cheeto. Okay, so what's tomorrow? What are we going to do tomorrow?
Tomorrow's flip or flop.
Who are we? Are we going to be able to flip or flop with your friend? You had a
No.
flipper.
No, we're doing it with you. We're going through some old bins of yours and we're going to say, here's what it looks like when you have no idea what you're doing and you're just buying stuff you like.
Okay, that's good. I will be not, well, I have my bins kind of separated into articles of clothing. We'll just go down in my basement tomorrow
Okay.
and open up one and, or open up one of my boxes I have that says jeans, for example, and go through flip or
Perfect.
flop.
Do it.
I also, a couple things, kind of teasers for the future. I still have the safe that I haven't opened up in over 20 years.
Ooh, that's juicy.
I know we said it's not going to be the Geraldo Rivera thing where there's nothing in it. I know there's stuff in it. The reason it hasn't been opened is I've been too lazy to put the batteries back in it. I also have, excuse me. Excuse me. I also have a whole bunch of obscure Star Wars toys and Micronauts things that somebody, if we know somebody who's into those kind of vintage toys, it would be fun to look at.
Do I know a couple people that could do that for us.
We could do that tomorrow. I have them sitting there. I have stuff. I don't even know what
No,
it is.
no. We're sticking to the jeans. You're being a little squirrel brained.
I know.
We're sticking to your basement bins. I know it's depressing for you to face some realities, but we're going to do it.
Okay. So we'll do that. And I don't know how long we've been talking today, but enough is enough.
We're good. Tapping it.
Okay. Well, then I will see you tomorrow and we'll go through my dirty laundry. Not literally, but we're going to go through some boxes I just as soon forget. Okay.
A different kind of opportunity. Talk to you later.
All right. See you tomorrow.